Hi, greetings from Jerusalem. My name is Hana Bendcowsky, and I'm working for the Rossing Center for Education and Dialogue. I'm the program director of the Jerusalem Center for Jewish-Christian Relations. I'm Jewish. I grew up here in Israel. And during the pandemic, one of the effects on religious life was the fact that synagogues were closed, houses of prayers. And since you couldn't get together in a synagogue to pray, people got together on the street and on the balconies. And it was really nice because just next to my house, a minyan, kind of a temporary synagogue, was established. And 3 times a day, people got together and prayed there, and they got a Torah scroll. So someone on the balcony was standing with a Torah scroll and read, and he had to read very loud, and people would be able to hear that. And sometimes I drove into the street, and I had to park my car, and it was in the middle of that kind of synagogue, street synagogue. This synagogue is still active, and for some people it's quite convenient because they don't have to walk to the synagogue. It's just in front of their house, or they can participate by standing on the balcony. But they missed the atmosphere of synagogue, and lately the synagogues were open for a limited number of people. Having prayer on the street allows more people to participate with all the limitation. 3 times a day, meet in the middle of the week, and also during weekends and Saturdays. But since I'm involved in interfaith and being a tour guide and walking around the old city, it was very sad to see the different sites closed, the churches closed, especially during Easter time, when the old city is usually packed with pilgrims and tourists, and you can hardly walk in the streets of Jerusalem. So it's not only the locals, the living stones, the communities who could not participate in the services and had to kind of fill up the gap by going online, but also the pilgrim that we missed here, or the pilgrim who missed the city during the city. They couldn't come here, they couldn't participate. The services were done by the priests in closed churches. Yes, they were broadcast live, but this church, the ceremony of the Holy Fire during Saturday just before Easter, it's not something that you can transfer, this experience, this excitement through the internet. It's something that you have to be there in order to experience that. And this year, there was no one to experience that except for the priest who led the service. So in that sense, I think it influenced a lot the religious life of the different religious communities in the Holy Land.